Hey, Shalom. Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Bahasham Rakah Kodash. It's the brother Tawab Payah from the province of Rhode Island Camp. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who had taught me this truth through the Holy Spirit, which are the apostles of old coming back in the reincarnation to teach the 100% truth according to the Bible. And I want to give peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. And just want to go into a lesson, real quick walk and talk. I was walking through the park over here. Wish I was walking on a trail. I'm gonna be coming up on a trail pretty soon, but I guess right now we'll settle for the concrete. And just really going into this lesson is going into the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, how it formed all things. It's crazy. I was watching a video earlier this morning on TikTok, and it was showing the difference between how our bodies react when it's standing on concrete and when it's standing on soil, grass. And we are vibrational beings, man. We are spiritual beings. These bodies were created from the ground. So, of course, our bodies will react different when we are connected with the ground. There's a thing called grounding. Walk barefooted on grass. Okay? There's another thing called sunbathing, which those things do have an effect on our bodies. It actually feels so much better to be out here in nature because you're being one with the creation, to the extent where you may have been, if you are of the Alahayim that's written of in Genesis, the first chapter, or one of the 144,000, you potentially were one of those that helped created all these things with the wisdom of Yahweh. And was reading earlier Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, 8th chapter, a little bit of the 9th chapter. And Solomon, in case you don't know, is the son of David, King David, which King David was a man after the Most High's heart, the Most High Yahweh's heart. He was the king, the Israelites. He led them through many battles, many wars. Now, King David is known for committing a couple faults, committing a couple offenses, but still being declared as one after the Most High's heart. Let's pause right here for a second. I can get a quick view. I mean, look at all the trash that's in the water. This is not what's gonna be in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're not gonna have pollution like that. Everything's gonna be clean. Everything's gonna be beautiful. Even though, this view is beautiful in itself, it still doesn't match up to how beautiful things will be in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And main reason for that is because there's going to be righteous rulers in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Currently, we're under wicked rulers. We're not under rulers that are considerate of their own people, which the wicked rulers are the Edomites. Today, they're called the so-called white man. But if you take a look at it, you can see there's a whole bunch of trash down there. There's a whole bunch of trash. People, the Northern Kingdom out here walking. But just gonna keep on rolling. Got somebody riding bikes over here. Let me get out the way. See, this is a very popular. It's a popular. What's up? No problem, man. Yes, sir. No problem. It's a very popular trail over here, and let's take a look. And wisdom have formed all these things, man. You can see how in detail everything is, and it's not by accident. You know, the Most High has created all things, and only the elect can understand that the Most High is in all creation. So it's written even in the book of Romans, the 1st chapter. Now, people became so fascinated by the creation that they've gone to the extent of worshiping the creation, which is not something that they're supposed to be doing. As it's even written in Exodus, thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's what Yahweh had told Moses to tell to the children of Israel. And who are the children of Israel? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? And because of all the idol worship, all the worshiping of the creation that the children of Israel have been committing, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is bringing forth judgment upon them. So right now, what we're witnessing is the Northern Kingdom, they're getting punished. Okay? They're getting punished. Let's go over here real quick. And what do I mean they're getting punished? Well, Nero Trump, he's declared war against all those so-called immigrants, which the truth is every so-called Caucasian is an immigrant, and the land really belongs to those that they're trying to deport. So that's one fact that a lot of people are just letting go in the wind. But this is actually a result of Joe Biden opening up the borders. If you remember, Joe Biden had just opened up the borders. He just let everybody in, you know? So Nero Trump, his mission is to so-called make America great again. And a lot of people, they're out putting their opinions out, trying to let people, specifically military men are out putting their opinions, trying to tell people like, hey, what Trump is doing is not even lawful because the governor didn't even approve of that military action. So we're seeing division. We're seeing division, Satan against Satan. Okay? And there's a lot of Edomites trying to condemn Satan, but the scriptures say that when the ungodly try to condemn Satan, he basically condemned his own soul. Roughly paraphrasing, since Iraq, I believe. But it still goes back to the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because he's the one that's controlling everything. He's the ultimate master of creating order out of chaos. See? Because there is going to be order that'll spring up forth from this chaos. All the division among the people. Yahweh Shah had made mention about how there was going to be nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Matter of fact, let's walk back this way. Yahweh Shah said there was going to be nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, talks about how there's going to be uproars of the people. These are all prophecies that the elect have been waiting for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to do on the left-hand side. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to activate the left hand so that way we can get to the kingdom of the Most High. You know? You tell this right here. You tell they used to have some water flowing through here. You got a couple examples of men in the scriptures that were doing things to try to speed up prophecy, like Judas Iscariot. Okay? Like Judas Iscariot. Then there was some other men that took counsel, understanding that Yahweh Shai was the one that was supposed to come and die for the sins of the Israelites. So they plotted against him. Okay? But just look at all of this, man. This is beautiful, man. This is the Lord's creation. By wisdom has he formed all things. And Solomon, I'm going back, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, going back to Solomon, he received the knowledge of all things. You could read it in the documentation that he left for us in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, which is in the Apocrypha. Okay? He received knowledge of all things. The ways of man, the seasons, the way the sun operates, the moon, all things. Solomon was given that wisdom. All things. And through the Spirit, okay, that was Yahweh Shai. Okay? And the reincarnation, that was Yahweh Shai. So, let me go up here real quick. Just catch some sun a little bit. So, what we're witnessing is the doings of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Isaiah the 45th chapter talks about how he creates the light and the darkness. He brings the good and the evil. Let me just show you quick. It's beautiful, man. I gotta start doing this. My only reason why I'm able to do this because I got a week. I took the whole week off from work. I'm, the water Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for that privilege. The water Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for that privilege. But take a good look at that, man. But that same wisdom that formed all things is the same wisdom that brings forth immortality, man. Because what is the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai? It is the law, statutes, and commandments. It's the law, statutes, and commandments, and that leads to life. Following does not. Following that does not bring forth death. Going against it brings forth death. And ultimately, that's why we die. That's why we die. Psalms 82nd chapter says that us Israelites are gods, but we die like men. And ultimately, that's because the way our bodies are set up, and how weak we become, we fall victim to temptations every day. And doing things like this, our lessons, our praying, our fasting, doing our working out, doing things like this is our way to combat, fall into those temptations all the time. You see? I love the smell of cut grass too. It smells so good. All right. But we are angels in chains of darkness right now. AKA these bodies are chains of darkness. We fell away. We are going through the result of rebellion. And we right now patiently waiting for our redemption. Scriptures say, look up for your redemption draweth nigh. And wisdom, people don't realize. It's a matter of fact, wisdom, the scriptures say, wisdom does not dwell in a malicious soul. So those that ain't on point, first of all, they ain't gonna get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're not gonna get this truth. They on point. Ain't no heathen gonna get it. You know, they ain't gonna get. They got left-handed. They got whatever left-handed knowledge. But they get that. They acquire that by left-handed means, offering up oblations to their gods. All right. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the sacrifice that He required for this present time, all right, is a contrite spirit. All right, giving Him praises, giving Him glory, giving Him honor. Us Israelites no longer have to take a lamb. We don't have to take an animal, clean animal, and sacrifice it on an altar. We don't got to do that no more. Due to the death of Yahushua, now it's all spiritual. The sacrifice is meekness, humility. Okay, our bodies are sacrifices now. What that means is putting away the things of this place. All right. Being leaders, not followers. Leader of what? Leader or ambassador of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. But I'm gonna cut it short, man. I'm gonna wrap up this walk. I wish I could read some scriptures, but it's all right. And, you know, we just got to stay circumspect in times that we're living in, because right now, these spirits that encamp around about us, we have to believe wholeheartedly that they're not stronger than the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, the spirits that encamp around about us may try to weaken our faith, bring down our self-esteem, but we have to constantly remind ourselves that we're Yasharallah, man, princes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that no weapon formed against us is going to prosper. It's something you got to believe that. You got to believe that. All right, but giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Shem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom.